This segment brought to you by Kansas Wheat. Learn more at rediscoverwheat.org.
The reason we're here today is we're here to work with the consortium on biodiesel. We took some students down to Diesel Specialties in Hutchinson, Kansas to rebuild an injection pump to show the effects on why biodiesel affects things when you don't use it correctly or improperly mixed or improperly produced. And we're here to just show what it does to the parts and what problems it causes if you don't use it correctly, mix it correctly, or the blend is wrong. It's just a matter of how the pump reacts to it. We actually had a pump that was locked up from using because when you let it set, it gums up, it varnishes, and then that's what shuts down the pump. So we sent a couple students down there to rebuild this pump, and that's what we're here for today, is for them to explain what was stuck, what causes the problem, and how to fix it. And that's what part of our program in Beloit is to teach biodiesel and alternative fuels, but the primary is diesel technology out of Beloit, Kansas. Well, what they saw through the process, like say here, you got your plungers, they were all gummed up with varnish. That's from setting. If you let bio set, it gets gummed up, it turns to varnish. It just shows your rack. And they were showing, like earlier, Mark was over here, the guy that helped him rebuild it, the guy that owns the shop. He was telling them, how these different components lock up. They varnish real bad, and it almost takes tools to pull them apart when they stick. He just showed them, tolerances, showed them how to measure everything, how to clean everything, and what it takes to rebuild one after this is sat in it for too long. It's just a disassembly and assembly process that they went through, and it took them approximately a day and a half. 2 students down there just doing it full time and cleaning and reassembling and learning how to do it. And later on this year, we're going to send a couple more down and do another pump. Our responsibility is to test the machinery, how it operates, what it does right, what it does wrong, what it can do wrong. It's just a matter of what can go wrong with the components when it's not used correctly, like I said before, mixed correctly, the wrong blends. That's things we're trying to do in the future. We were a small production up in Beloit, but now I talked to the Soybean Commission, and they've agreed to just fund us for testing the equipment. And we're going to turn all of our stuff over to Seward County for making it.
KFRM is one of the largest farm radio stations in the nation, dedicated to informing and entertaining rural listeners from northern Oklahoma to southwestern Nebraska. You can catch KFRM in many ways. Of course, 550 on the AM dial, streaming at kfrm.com, or on your smartphone by going to the TuneIn Radio app, or on Ag AM in Kansas on Tuesdays and Facebook every day of the week. KFRM, tune us in. You'll be glad you did.